Hi everyone. Yesterday we discussed about what is democracy and we read about all the features of democracy. Now let's recap quickly. First feature was that the rulers are going to be elected by the people. So the major decision power is with the people who have the major decision power are going to be elected with by the people. That was the first point that we discussed, that what is democracy. The second point that we discussed, that people can elect any party which they want and there is a fair chance of losing the winning party. So the winning party which is currently ruling the country have the fair chance of losing the votes, or has a fair chance of losing this time. Then the third point is one vote, one value, that each and every vote has going to be each and every vote of a person has going to be the equal value. And then at the end we discussed about that every elected party or the ruling party must be in a limit of the constitutional laws set by the constitution, and it has to respect the citizens' right. So the ruling party works under a limit set by the constitutional laws and the respect, and they have to maintain the respect of the citizens. So we discussed the 4 points. So we begin a journey of the democracy, that democracy is a form of a government in which the rulers are elected by the people, and then we move forward and we discuss the 4 features of democracy in which the first feature was rulers are elected by the people. Second that we discussed was that there should be a fair and free elections where the ruling party have the chances of losing. ठीक है, have fair chances of losing. Then the third point that we discussed was that the choice and the opportunity is available to all the people on an equal basis, means one vote, one value. And the fourth point that we discussed was that the ruling party should be in a limit set by the constitutional laws and the citizens' right. Fine. Now, what we are going to see further is why democracy. That why do we need democracy? What is the requirement to have democracy in our country? As I told you, so why democracy? Now what I am telling you here is important. Please pay attention so that you are going to keep this point in mind, that when I am talking about democracy, as I told you कि democracy is a prevalent form of the government. हर country अपने को democracy कहती है. But are there some countries which are really democratic, or they are only acting to be a democracy? So that is clear to you कि कौन सी country democratic है, कौन सी country केवल दिखावा करती है. Now we are going to move on that why do we need democracy? हमें democracy क्यों चाहिए? Now in our country, not in our country only, world में आप कहीं पे भी चले जाओ, हर किसी पर्सन का डिफरेंट ओपिनियन होगा. जो भी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्रीज है वहाँ की बात कर रही हूँ मैं. डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्रीज के लोग दे नो द वैल्यू ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, बट सिंस लाइक चाइना इट इज़ नॉट अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री, स्टिल इट्स इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन इज़ वेरी 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 हाई. But when I'm talking about the happiness or the satisfaction of the people, that is very less there. लोग खुश नहीं हैं. People are not independent to do what they want for themselves and for the country. जो कम्युनिस्ट रूल है दैट इज ओनली रूलिंग द कंट्री, एंड लोगों के पास कोई राइट नहीं है, कोई से नहीं है कि कोई डिसीजन ले सके या जो डिसीजन लिया गया है उसको वो बदला सके. तो व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दीज पॉइंट्स, मुझे एक तरह से पता चलता है दैट आई नीड डेमोक्रेसी बिकॉज डेमोक्रेसी इज एन अकाउंटेबल फॉर्म ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. सेकेंडली, डेमोक्रेसी में डिसीजन प्रॉपर एंड क्वालिटी डिसीजंस होते हैं. क्वालिटी डिसीजंस मीन्स हम जब भी हमारी कंट्री में डिसीजन लिया जाता है, सबसे पहले वो डिसीजन लोकसभा से पास होता है. ठीक है, लोकसभा के बाद राज्यसभा में आया, लोकसभा से पास हुआ, राज्यसभा में आके राज्यसभा में अगर उसने राज्यसभा को लगता है कि दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट, तो फिर वो फिर लोकसभा के पास भेजेगी, लोकसभा से फिर वो जाएगा प्रेसिडेंट के सिग्नेचर के लिए। तो इन आर कंट्री जो भी लॉ बनता है या जो भी डिसीजन लिया जाता है, देयर इज़ अ प्रॉपर प्रोसेस दैट हैज़ टू बी फॉलो, जो फॉलो होता है। देयर इज़ नॉट एनी काइंड ऑफ डिसीजन वेयर द लीडर ओनली जम्प्स एंड कम्स टू अ फाइनल पॉइंट. There are process of consultations and discussions that happens in our country for any bill to be implemented and to become a law. So in other countries which are not democratic, what is happening there are very quick decisions that takes place, and only the leader jumps to a final decision without any consultation of the people as well as the different parts of the government. एंड अगर वो डिसीजन बन गया, पीपल हैव डोंट से, कुछ नहीं बोल सकते, बिकॉज दे आर नॉट इन अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री. सो बाय डेमोक्रेसी में वी आर गोइंग टू सी दैट द मेरिट अगेंस्ट डेमोक्रेसी एंड मेरिट फॉर डेमोक्रेसी. मेरिट अगेंस्ट डेमोक्रेसी मीन्स वो बातें जो अगेंस्ट में हो डेमोक्रेसी के, देन वी आर गोइंग टू स्टेप बियॉन्ड एंड वी आर गोइंग टू सी कि वो बातें जो कि डेमोक्रेसी के साथ की हैं. ठीक है. सो नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन डिबेटिंग मेरिट्स ऑफ द डेमोक्रेसी. हियर अगेन वी आर इन अ क्लास रूम जहाँ पे योलांडा एक बच्चा है, वो बोलता है कि देयर इज़ नो नीड टू डिबेट फॉर डेमोक्रेसी बिकॉज वी all know that democracy is a prevalent form of a government and it is a very famous form of the government. Every country wants to be called a democratic nation. But Tankini said no. But that is something you are just going on that what is famous, that is good. What you are saying is that जो फेमस है वो अच्छा है. तांकिनी बोलती है कि तुम तो बोलते हो कि जो चीज़ फेमस है वो चीज़ अच्छी है. ऐसे तो जो अब्राहम लिंकन का नोशन है दैट फॉर द पीपल ऑफ द पीपल बाय द पीपल, मैम ने बोला था कि ये फेमस है, बट इज़ इट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग टू ईच एंड एवरी कंट्री, इज़ इट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग टू अ डेमोक्रेटिक नेशन एज वेल. तो ये बात तो है ना सोचने की. तांकिनी कहती है कि you are just thinking that this is famous form of the government, this is the right form of the government, but as our teacher told us that something which is famous may not be acceptable to all, it may not be correct. So isn't it possible that everyone is following a wrong path? Jenny said yes, it's actually a wrong path. The path which people are following is a wrong path. Okay, this path of democracy is a wrong path. What is democracy brought to our country? 70 years of independence and people don't have any say for there are 70 years of democracy. People don't have as good economical condition as the people of the China or the other countries have. तो जैसे इंडिया है which is a democratic country, it is a democratic and one of the biggest democracy country in the world, but इसका इकोनॉमी इतना अच्छा नहीं है. So democracy is there, but economy is not much good. So Jenny is saying that what democracy brought to our country, we have still a lot of crimes happening in our country. There is a lot of political instability. There are again many, you can say slums areas in our country. They are not being decreased, they are not being reduced. Slums are not converting in a civilized society. So what has this democracy brought to our country? डेमोक्रेसी के होते हुए भी, डेमोक्रेसी के आज होते हुए भी हमारी कंट्री में गरीबी है. Now Ribyank said that you are saying a wrong thing. You are saying कि डेमोक्रेसी है, हम इस वजह से गरीब हैं. You are saying wrong thing. हम डेमोक्रेसी में हैं तब हम ऐसे गरीब हैं, तब हमारी ऐसी पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन है. तो सोचो जब हम डेमोक्रेटिक नहीं होंगे तब हमारी कैसी सिचुएशन होगी. इट मीन्स दैट वी आर डेमोक्रेसी, स्टिल वी आर इन दिस सिचुएशन, इन दिस सिनेरियो ऑफ इकोनॉमी. Just think that if we are not democratic, then what would happen to our country's economic condition? Now Jenny said whatever, how does it makes a difference? I don't know. जो तुमने बोला मुझे कुछ मतलब नहीं समझ में आया तुम्हारे डिफरेंस का. आई कैन जस्ट से दैट दिस द डेमोक्रेसी इज इनस्टेबल फॉर्म ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. There is corruption, hypocrisy. Politicians fight just for the sake to win the elections. So people are fighting just for the sake means केवल और केवल जीतने के लिए, not for the people's better condition. They are winning because they want their condition to be good. They want their position to be at higher. So what democracy has brought to our country? That is a question that comes to my mind also when sometimes I think. But now when I am reading this topic, I feel कि really democracy has something too good to do. डेमोक्रेसी ने हमारे को केवल और केवल एक राइट टू वोट नहीं दिया है. इसने हमको हमारी कंट्री में एक पार्टिसिपेंट बनने का मौका दिया है. आप खुद ही देखिए, इंडिया एक कंट्री है जहां हम रह रहे हैं, जहां के लीडर्स रूल कर रहे हैं. 130 करोड़ लोगों की जो पॉपुलेशन है, ये कब वैल्यू में आती है? उस दिन जिस दिन इलेक्शन होते हैं, वरना तो हमारा कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. वी आर वोटिंग, दैट इज़ वाई वी आर स्पेशल. इफ़ वी आर नॉट वोटिंग, देन देर इज़ नथिंग फॉर अस टू डू इन दिस कंट्री. नाउ Pioman says that, so what you want to say? Do you want to say that we goes back to the British rule, invite some kings to rule the country? Means क्या फिर हम वो monarchical rule में चले जाएं? Rose कहती है, I don't know. What she is saying now, just keep this point in mind. This is again a definition. A strong leader, someone who does not have to bother about elections and the parliament. One leader should have all the power. He should be able to do whatever is needed in the country's interest. So, what I am telling you here is that I highlighted the words, the sentences which I felt कि ये जानना ज़रूरी है. Here, Rose is saying कि काश एक ऐसा रूल हो जहाँ पे पार्लियामेंट का चिंता ही ना हो. जिसको जो डिसीजन लेना हो, वो एक व्यक्ति हो जो सारे डिसीजंस ले, जिसको पार्लियामेंट का कोई फिक्र ना हो. एंड दैट इज़ एक्चुअली अ डिक्टेटर रूल, वेयर अ डिक्टेटर who wants to whatever in the country can do without the consultation of the people, without the consultation of the parliament. So that is a dictator rule. See, मैं जैसे आपको when 2 or 3 years ago, there was one chapter when I think that was, I didn't remember the chapter or the video that I watched, and after that watching that video, it was the political competition in our country. So उस वीडियो के बाद मेरे को लगा कि काश डिक्टेटर रूल होता हमारी कंट्री में. Then one day I was reading the French Revolution and I found really that people don't have the say for what they want for the country, and we can't even execute तो मारना हो गया, मार तो हम सकते हैं, किसी को भी मार सकते हैं, but we can't destall that person. We can't destall that person from his position. That person can't be destalled, can't be removed from his position. So डिक्टेटर रूल में क्या होता है? दिस इज ए पर्सन, ये जनता है, जो ये डिसीजन लेगा वो फाइनल है. इसको किसी की केयर नहीं करना. मतलब व्हाट ही फील्स कि इसके लिए सही है, इसकी फैमिली के लिए सही है, वो पक्का वाला डिसीजन है. नो पार्लियामेंट इज देयर इज नो मिलिट्री रूल ऑल्सो है. केवल और केवल डिक्टेटर रूल होगा यहाँ पे. मिलिट्री रूल में भी लोग थोड़ा कह सकते हैं, थोड़ा कहने का राइट होता है. मिलिट्री रूल में इलेक्शंस भी होते हैं, बट डिक्टेटर रूल में नो इलेक्शन. वो एक अकेला बंदा सारा कंट्री को रूल करेगा. दैट यू कैन सी नाउ. मुझे ज़्यादा बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. सो नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन. So now someone shouted, "This is called dictatorship." keep this point in mind. The definition here we read that the strong leader, someone who does not have to think about or bother about the elections and the parliament, and that leader can take all the decisions. He has all the power. There's no power with the people, so that is called a dictatorship. I am now. Who said, what if that person starts using these powers for himself? Means he become corrupt. He starts using his power for himself and his family. He didn't bother about the country. He just bothered about himself and his family. So that would result in a dictator rule. That is called a dictator rule. Fine, but now he said that I'm not talking. Now Rose said that I'm not speaking about dishonest and corrupt corrupt persons or the corrupt leaders. I'm talking about a strong leader. I'm talking about an honest and a sincere leader. But who said that no, this can't happen. You are just only idling this. You are just becoming more and more idealistic for this. You don't know that ऐसा असली में होगा नहीं होगा. And believe me, ऐसा असली में नहीं होता. You are just thinking, or you are just in a thinking process of this and this and that. You are not taking it as a practical sense. So in practicality, dictator rule is a worst rule because people can't even get rid of that ruler. And what the ruler is saying, the people have to follow it. Fine. Now, अब ये डिस्कशन मैडम लिडोंग के क्लास में चल रहे थे एंड वॉज लिसनिंग दिस डिस्कशन विद इंटरेस्ट. नाउ शी स्टेप्ड इन एंड व्हाट शी सेड, आई वॉज डिलाइटेड टू सी यू ऑल आर्ग्यूइंग सो पैशनेटली. लाइक अगर आप लोग भी करेंगे ना, व्हाट आई वांट टू प्लान वन डे, आई एम थिंकिंग कि हम एक दिन डिबेट करें एंड वी हैव डिबेट लाइक दिस ओनली, जहाँ पे अब अपने सारे ओपिनियंस को रखो, फोकट अबाउट कि चैप्टर क्या था, जस्ट पुट योर ओपिनियन देयर एंड देन आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू दैट विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग डिस्कशन और द विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कमेंट दैट आई फेल दैट दिस इज द राइट थिंग or the correct thing. So Madam Lidog now was listening the discussion with interest. Now she stepped in and what she said, I was delighted that you all were arguing so passionately, but now I want to just tell you one thing and you have to think about this thing which I'm going to tell you now by your own. And that thing is that would you like a ruler who is going to rule the country? You don't have the say, you don't have a say for the decision he is taking, or you can't take participation in the decision that he is taking. You have to follow that decision taken by him blindly. And if you try to say or try to speak against that leader, if you want to go against that leader, then you are going to be worstly punished for what you have did wrong. So is this kind of a rule that you're going to like the most? Think about your own. Now, common arguments against democracy. So when I'm talking about the common arguments against democracy, these you have to remember. And now, just think of your mind that democracy में होता क्या है? लीडर्स हम चुनते हैं शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए, 5 years के लिए. 5 years तक एक लीडर की या एक पार्टी का रूल चलता है, उनकी पॉलिसीज चलती हैं. अगले 5 साल में वो जो सारी पॉलिसीज़ हैं वो चेंज हो जाती हैं, नया रूलर आ जाता है जो नई पॉलिसीज़ को स्टैब्लिश करता है. सो इंस्टेबिलिटी इज़ देयर, आई कैन फाइंड आउट. Secondly, what is the thing that I can find out is that all the leaders are competing with each other just for the sake to win the elections. There is no scope for morality between the people. Means what people wants to do is just for themselves. They want to establish their government only for themselves. They want to rule the country. They don't want to better the country. They don't want to change the country in a positive direction. They just want themselves to be at a higher position. There's no scope for morality. Then so many people take part in decision making, and that's why many of the people are not as much as educated. They don't know what is good for them, what is right for them, so they sometimes takes the wrong decision. Elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people, what the people want. So that is why it leads to the bad decision. In democracy, there is a lot of corruption because democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition, and ordinary people find it difficult to give to select a right and a good leader for the country because they are not as much educated. And so many people so many people are included when a decision has to be taken. Like हमने अपनी कंट्री में देखी तो लोकसभा है, राज्यसभा है, उसके बाद प्रेसिडेंट आता है. सो यू कैन सी कि कितने सारे लोगों का कंसल्टेशन चाहिए इन डेमोक्रेसी. दैट्स वाई समटाइम्स इट लीड्स टू delays in the decision making. So the first point I can find is instability. Second is no scope for morality. Third is leads to delays in the decision making. Fourth is bad decision making because the leaders don't know the best interest of the people, so that leads to bad decisions sometimes. Democracy leads to corruption. It is based on electoral politics, electoral competition. Ordinary people don't know what is good for them, so they sometimes decide anything that is wrong. So they should not decide anything because their decision can be sometimes wrong. So these are some merits against democracy. There are some arguments against democracy. Now let's move on further. So are there some other governments, are there some other arguments that you can add here if you want to against democracy? So if you want, then you can add. According to me, these are all fulfilling the arguments against democracy, but since there is not any limit of anything, so you can add more and more. That is up to you. If you want to add that in the comment box, then you can add it, and I'm going to give you a speech on that if I feel yes is sahi hai. So clearly democracy is not the magical solution for all the problems, because अगर हम ये कहें कि डेमोक्रेसी से हमारी कंट्री में गरीबी हट जाएगी, क्राइम्स हट जाएंगे, सो दिस इज़ नॉट समथिंग डेमोक्रेसी देती है हमेशा, but it helps in the improvement of the country. More than that is, in democracy, if decision is also not correct, if we have chosen a wrong leader, then also we can say that people have a part, people the citizens, people take part in decision making, people give vote, people have their dignity, people have their self respect, and if they don't, so they can develop it. So in elections, what happens is that we choose our leaders, so that is one of the key feature of democracy, and this increases the dignity of the people. So what I can say is democracy may be not the best form of the government, but in comparison with the other governments, it is most applicable form of the government. Now arguments for democracy. So now let's start with argument for democracy, that what are the merits for democracy. Now I just read here against democracy. Now let's move on that what I feel is good in democracy. This we can do with the case study in China. Do you know in China we have dictator rule because the Communist Party is ruling since a long time and they can't be changed in elections also. So that in China, what happened in 1958, a famine hit China and it ended in 1961. So China's 3 crore population was died in that famine, and it was worst recorded famine in the world history. During those days, India's economic condition was not much better than China, but since independence, India didn't have ever faced such a kind of worst famine like China had. तो मैं क्या बता रही हूँ कि चाइना डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री नहीं है, पर इकोनॉमिकली बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है. चाइना में क्या हुआ, एक फेमीन आया एंड 3 करोड़ के लोग मरते गए. बट इन इंडिया ऐसा नहीं हुआ. ऐसा इंडिया के एकदम नेबरिंग में ही तो है चाइना. इंडिया में ऐसा कोई फेमीन नहीं आया, और इंडिया में थोड़े बहुत फेमीन तो आते गए, पर जैसे ही कोई फेमीन आता या अकाल पड़ता, सो गवर्नमेंट बिकम वेरी अटेंटिव, दे स्टार्ट डूइंग द वर्क। और नहीं काम करती थी तो न्यूज़ चैनल्स थे उनकी खबर देने के लिए, हमें न्यूज़ चैनल्स हमें खबर देते थे। तो जो रूलिंग पार्टी होती थी वो रिस्पॉन्सिबल बन जाती थी, या अपोजिशन पार्टी उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबल बना देती थी बाय प्रेशरिंग देम, बाय फोर्सिंग देम कि यू हैव टू डू दिस वर्क, यू हैव टू डू दिस वर्क, यू हैव टू डू दिस वर्क। तो कमियाँ निकालने जो रूलिंग पार्टी थी हमारे कंट्री में, वो कमियाँ निकाल के जो अपोजिशन पार्टी थी वो रूलिंग पार्टी को सुधार देती थी अगर वो गलत काम भी करती थी तो। बट चाइना में ऐसा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि वहाँ डेमोक्रेसी नहीं थी। तो वहाँ पे 1958 से 1961 तक 3 साल एक अकाल चलता रहा। 3 करोड़ के लोग मरते गए। एंड उस समय चाइना वॉज वेल डेवलप्ड एंड उसका इकोनॉमिक बहुत बढ़िया था इन कंपैरिजन विद इंडिया। वो अगर डेमोक्रेटिक होता तो उस समय पर वो वहीं रोक लेता, बट वो डेमोक्रेटिक नहीं था तो वो फेमीन को नहीं रोक पाया चाइना। एंड इस वजह से वहाँ पे 3 करोड़ लोगों की डेथ हो गई। बट इंडिया की इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी, फिर भी वहाँ पे ऐसा फेमीन नहीं देखा गया। So, yet India did not have a famine of the kind China had. Economists ये सोचते हैं that this was the result of different government policies. In India we have the democratic government, and in China there is a communist rule or the dictator rule. So there are 2 different kinds of governments. Now just think that मान ये A है जो डिक्टेटर है, ठीक है, जैसे चाइना में था। ये ए को कोई हटा नहीं सकता, इस ए को कोई हरा नहीं सकता, इस ए की डिसीजन को कोई दबा नहीं सकता। ये ए जो है इसने जो डिसीजन ले लिया वो सुप्रीम है, पीपल जस्ट हैव टू फॉलो इट। जो ए करना चाहेगा वो करेगा, लोग कुछ नहीं कह सकते। चाइना में ऐसा ही हुआ, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी जो करना चाहती थी वो करती रही, लोग कुछ नहीं कह पाए। कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी कंसर्न नहीं थी लोगों के लिए, क्योंकि कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी को पता था कि ना हमें कोई हरा सकता ना जिता सकता, हम तो यहाँ के राजा हैं। तो उन्हें कोई डर नहीं था कि अगर हमने लोगों के लिए कुछ नहीं किया तो लोग हमारे लिए कहीं गलत ना कर लें या लोग हमें कहीं हरा ना दें। सो उन कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी को लोगों की कोई फिक्र नहीं थी, कोई चिंता नहीं थी। What they want, they did that. So here what I want to say is that कि चाइना में इस तरह की का रूल था जहाँ में जो लीडर था वो जो करना चाहे वो कर सकता था। अगर लीडर अच्छा है तो फिर वो लोगों के लिए कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा करेगा, अगर लीडर बुरा है तो कुछ नहीं करेगा वो लीडर, और ना लोग उससे कुछ करवा सकते। बट इंडिया में या कोई भी डेमोक्रेटिक नेशन में क्या है, लीडर कैसा भी हो उसको लोगों के लिए कुछ ना कुछ करना पड़ेगा। लीडर इज़ वेरी अकाउंटेबल एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द पीपल, क्योंकि वो लीडर को पता है कि मुझे बनाने वाला ये लोग हैं, मुझे इस राजगद्दी पे इस पद पे बैठाने वाले लोग हैं, एंड यही मुझे यहाँ से हटाने वाले भी बन सकते हैं। सो आई हैव टू बी वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दिस पीपल, आई हैव टू खुश रखना है मुझे इन लोगों को। पर इसको चाइना को कोई दिक्कत नहीं था, खुश नहीं रखना था चाइनीज़ कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी को लोगों को, क्योंकि उसे पता था कि हमें कोई नहीं हरा सकता। सो the existence of the democracy in India made the Indian government respond to the food scarcity in a way that the Chinese communists did not. तो चाइनीज़ कम्युनिस्ट रूल वहाँ पे जो गवर्नमेंट थी इतनी सिंसियर नहीं थी, इतनी अकाउंटेबल नहीं थी लोगों के लिए। बट इंडिया में इतनी अकाउंटेबल फॉर्म ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट है कि लोगों को कुछ भी परेशानी आती है तो उनको बहुत ज़्यादा ढंग के तरह से उसको निपटाना पड़ता है। अदरवाइज़ जो लोग हैं वो उस रूलिंग पार्टी को हरा सकते हैं एंड उसको हरा कर किसी दूसरी पार्टी को रूल करवा सकते हैं। सो इफ़ चाइना टू हैड मल्टी पार्टी इलेक्शंस जैसे इंडिया में होते थे, एंड अपोजिशन गवर्नमेंट an opposition party and the press free to criticize the government, then so many people may not have died in the famine. अगर न्यूज़ चैनल्स होते, अगर न्यूज़ चैनल्स हमें चाइना को बताते कि वहाँ के लोगों को किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, वहाँ की गवर्नमेंट उनके लिए क्या कर रही है, अगर पार्टी अपोजिशन पार्टी क्रिटिसाइज़ करती रूलिंग पार्टी को, मीडिया पे आता कि रूलिंग पार्टी क्या कर रही है क्या नहीं कर रही है, तो शायद चाइना में इतना बड़ा फेमिन नहीं आता इतनी अच्छी इकोनॉमी होने के बाद भी. Now, this example brings out one of the reasons why democracy is considered the best form of the government, because here you can see in a democracy the government is more accountable form of the government than the other forms of the governments. Like democracy में क्या होता है, जो लोग हैं वो चुनते हैं लीडर को, लोग चाहें तो हटा भी सकते हैं उस लीडर को, तो वो लीडर हमेशा खुशामद करेगा लोगों को खुशामद नहीं करनी, लीडर को खुशामद करनी है लोगों की, सो दैट वो जो लोग हैं वो अगली बार भी उसको राजगद्दी पे बिठाएं, उसको लोकतांत्रिक नेशन में, डेमोक्रेटिक नेशन में एक हिस्सेदारी दें, यानी कि एक लीडर बनाएं. बट चाइना में ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, बिकॉज वहाँ पे लोगों जो रूलिंग पार्टी थी उसको कुछ डर नहीं था लोगों का या अपोजिशन पार्टी का या मीडिया का. So this brings out one of the most important feature of a democratic form of the government. It brings out the why the democracy is the best form of the government, because a democratic government is better government because it is more accountable form of the government. Accountable means responsible form of the government. चाइना में डेमोक्रेसी नहीं थी तो वहाँ पे लोग वहाँ की गवर्नमेंट रिस्पॉन्सिबल भी नहीं थी. बट इंडिया द गवर्नमेंट इज़ वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल बिकॉज इट इज़ अ डेमोक्रेटिक नेशन. क्योंकि डिक्टेटर रूल हो गया, मिलिट्री रूल हो गया, उसके बाद आपका ये मोनार्की रूल हो गया. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, रूलर को पता है कि उसको कोई हटा नहीं सकता क्योंकि लोग उसको इलेक्ट ही नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो वो आराम से जैसा रूल करना चाहता है वो करता है विदाउट द फियर ऑफ द पीपल. फाइन, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन. There is another reason why democracy is the best form of the government, because in democracy all the decisions are quality or improved decision. In democracy the decision is very fine decision, and it improves the quality of decision making in democracy, because there are many people that have to be consulted in a democracy, so many people can put down their hands together and they can come to different and various kinds of problems in the country, and they can resolve those problems by taking a good decision. So what it means is that taking time over important decision reduces the chances of rash or irresponsible decision. गलत decision हो सकता है, wrong decision हो सकता है, उससे बचने के लिए अगर हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों से कंसल्टेशन लेते हैं तो वो डिसीजन फाइन डिसीजन होता है जो डेमोक्रेसी में होता है. जैसे मैंने बताया, लोकसभा से राज्यसभा से लोकसभा, फिर प्रेसिडेंट के साइन होने जाता है. सो डेमोक्रेसी improves the quality of the decision making. Fine, now let's move on. This leads to another kind of the argument for democracy, is that democracy provides the method to deal with differences and conflicts. Now, as I told you earlier, that in democracy the leaders are chosen for a short period of time. So, जो रूलिंग पार्टी है उसकी 5 साल तक पॉलिसीज़ चलेंगी, 5 साल बाद वही पॉलिसीज़ नया रूलिंग पार्टी जब आएगा वो चलाएगा न्यू पॉलिसीज़ को. इस वजह से जो नए आइडियाज़ हैं इंडिया में वो आते रहते हैं. जो अलग अलग डिफरेंट पार्टीज़ हैं, डाइवर्स बैकग्राउंड्स के लोग हैं, अपनी डिफरेंट पार्टीज़ फॉर्म करते हैं और कभी ना कभी तो वो जीत जाते हैं. तो रूलिंग पार्टी जो होती है, इट इज़ जस्ट रूलिंग फॉर अ टेम्पररी पीरियड, देन न्यू पार्टी विल कम, वो टेम्पररी टाइम के लिए रूल करेगी. सो डेमोक्रेसी में देयर इज़ नो परमानेंट विनर, नो परमानेंट लूजर. दिस टेल्स अस दैट कन्फ्लिक्ट कब होते हैं, जब एक पार्टी रूल करती जाए, और कन्फ्लिक्ट तब भी होते हैं जब एक पार्टी अपने रूल को बहुत स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो करवाए और उसका रूल सुप्रीम रूल हो. बट इंडिया ऐसा नहीं होता. इंडिया में नो रूल इज़ सुप्रीम. 5 साल तक है वो हट जाएगा फिर. ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग कि या तो जो भी रूलिंग पार्टी है वो अपने जो रूल्स को है बहुत स्ट्रिक्टली इम्प्लीमेंट करे एंड वो रूलिंग पार्टी कभी हटाई ना जा सके. तो फिर क्या होगा, एक तरह से आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे कन्फ्लिक्ट कम हो गया. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बढ़ता है जब डाइवर्स लोग होते हैं, डिफरेंट थॉट्स ओपिनियंस होते हैं, सब लोग बात करते हैं। डेमोक्रेसी में 5 साल तक कोई जीतता है, फिर अगले 5 साल बाद इलेक्शंस होते हैं। सॉरी, 5 साल तक कोई जीता, अब 5 साल तक वो रूल करेगा, अगले साल 5 साल के बाद आफ्टर 5 ईयर्स फिर इलेक्शंस होंगे, उसमें जो विनिंग पार्टी होगी वो रूल करेगी। तो देयर इज़ नो परमानेंट विनर, नो परमानेंट लूजर। Democracy enhances the dignity of the citizens, and most important thing is that कि democracy enhances the dignity of the citizens. आज हम सबकी डिग्निटी है इन अ डेमोक्रेसी। में भी ऐसा हो सकता है कि जो डिसीजन हो वो गलत हो, में भी ऐसा हो सकता है कि जो गवर्नमेंट हो वो बेटर ना हो, लेकिन एक तरह से डेमोक्रेसी में लोगों की डिग्निटी बढ़ती है, इंस्टिल होती है। Democracy instills or increases the dignity of the citizens, because on that day when elections are held, all the people on in a single line stand together and give the right to vote. So on that day of election, poorest, educated, rich, poor, men, women, all of these people who are the subject of the country, who are the citizens of the country, come together closer to each other and have one vote and one value and elect their representatives. The last point that why democracy is better than any other form of the government is that it is better than any other form of the government because it allows us to correct our own mistakes. Sometimes मान लीजिए हमने गलत ruling party को चुन लिया, people have the chance next time they can change the ruler, the ruling party, but in dictator rule or the monarchy, the military rule, the ruling party can't be changed. In democracy, the ruling party can be changed if it is not doing work properly. So in democracy, what happens? If there is any law which is actually against the people's right or the citizens' right, then the ruler have to change their decision or the rulers can be changed. So there is a place, there is a room where public demonstrations can happen, public protests can happen, and the people can change their leader. So that room is the room where we give where we give vote to our representatives. Now, let us sum it up. Let us read this whole paragraph line to line. Democracy cannot get us everything and is not the solution to all the problems, but it is clearly better than any alternative because it offers a choice. It offers a better chances of the good decision. It is likely to respect people's own wishes and allows different kinds of people to live together even when it fails to do some of these things. It allows us to allows a way of correcting mistakes and offers more dignity to all the citizens. That is why democracy is considered the best form of the government. So here you can see first point, democracy में government is very accountable form of the government. ठीक है? Now second is the decisions are taken are good decisions. Third, it increases the dignity of the people, and fourth, it gives us a chance to correct our mistakes. There is a room where people can correct their mistakes. Now let's move on. Broader meaning of democracy. So here we discuss that why democracy is required in our country. Now we are going to see this democracy in a broader sense. That democracy is just not limited to a country, to a government. It is there in each and every section of the society. We use democracy not for only a government. We use it for different organizations, for different purposes. Now in this, first of all, see what are the two kinds of democracies. There are two kinds of democracy. One is representative form of the democracy, the other is pure democracy. In representative form of the democracy, there is a representative chosen by the people who takes all the major decisions, and that has to be implemented to the people. There is another kind of the government, that is the pure government or the pure democracy, in which all the people are the rulers themselves. There is no representative which is chosen by the people. People are themselves a ruler. So now see, I have a question that इंडिया की 130 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन क्या डिसीजन ले सकती है, एंड अगर वो डिसीजन लेती है तो क्या वो डिसीजन हमेशा करेक्ट होंगे? क्या हर किसी पर्सन का अपना अपना अलग अलग डिसीजन होगा जो वो फॉलो करेगा? क्या आप कह सकते हो कि इस तरह कंट्री एक यूनाइटेड कंट्री रहेगी? क्या इस तरह से कन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं होंगे? क्या इस तरह से मिसमैनेजमेंट नहीं होगा? सब होगा, क्योंकि 130 करोड़ इतना वाइटल नंबर ऑफ पीपल डिसीजन ले रहे हैं, इससे पक्का मिसमैनेजमेंट होगा, कन्फ्लिक्ट्स होंगे। सो व्हाट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड कि ये 130 करोड़ के लोग रिप्रेजेंटेटिव को चुने एंड ये रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ही डिसीजन ले। सो हु आर दीज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स नाउ? These representatives are the people who we elect, and these are the people who act as the leaders for the country for a short period of time. Now let's see that can Gram Sabha can work according to the pure democracy. जो ग्राम सभा है, क्या वहाँ प्योर डेमोक्रेसी चल सकती है? So these 130 crore people population can't take a decision. So what we can say that modern democracy involves a large number of people, that is physically impossible for all the people to sit together and take a decision. 130 crore population can't togetherly sit together and take a decision, and even if they take a decision, maybe that they don't have the desire or the skill to take a good decision. So that is why 130 crore population can't take a decision. So there are the representatives only who takes a decision. Now this is only a minimum feature of democracy. Now let's look at the broader meaning of democracy, that how democracy applies to other spheres of the country also. Before that, I would like to ask you that can Gram Sabha work according to the pure democracy? Because in Gram Sabha what happens is this: there are only less number of people who takes a decision. So obviously they can work according to the pure democracy, in which there is no permanent leader. All the people can sit together and take a decision. Now sometimes we use democracy not just only for the government that we have. We use democracy in different spheres of our life also in the country. Like when I'm talking about democratic family, what it means that I have a family in which all the members of the family take togetherly a decision, and each and every person of the family have take participation in the decision making. Second, it can be for a teacher or for a school also, that this is a democratic form of the so when I'm talking about a democratic school or a democratic teacher, it means that the teacher allows every student to take part in the decision making or in the discussion for the class, not decision making but in discussion. So when a teacher is allowing each and every child to take part in the discussion, it means that teacher is having a democratic temperament. But if teacher is not doing such thing, it means she does not have a democratic temperament, means she is not allowing each and every child to take part in the discussion. Now sometimes we also use democracy for a leader. If that leader only and only thinks about himself and his family, and takes and decide whatever is good for himself and his family, then we would say that this leader is not democratic leader. Then we use democracy as an ideal form also, that when we say true democracy comes to country only when no one goes hungry to bed, means that if each and every person, they have the food to eat, they have the employment, because employment only is the way through which we can earn money and fulfill our need to eat the food. We can fill our stomach. ठीक है, तो जब तक हर सो इट मीन्स दैट हर किसी के पास जब खाने को होगा, जब कोई भी हंग्री टू बेड, यानी कि जिसको खाना मिलेगा, कोई भी भूखा पेट नहीं जाएगा रात को सोने, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू से अ ट्रू डेमोक्रेसी. एंड अदर वे इज, in a democracy, every citizen must be able to play equal roles in the decision making, and for this not only the right to vote should be there, but people have the right to education, right to equal information, right to equal resources. जब हर किसी के पास इक्वल एजुकेशन होगी, हर किसी के पास इक्वल रिसोर्सेज होंगे, एंड अ लॉट ऑफ कमिटमेंट, यानी कि अगर ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है सो दे हैव द राइट टू से कि हमें ऐसा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, हमको क्यों नहीं मिल रही राइट टू इक्वालिटी, राइट टू इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट टू रिसोर्सेज, इक्वल टू राइट टू एक्सेस एजुकेशन, राइट टू एक्सेस दिस एंड दैट। तो डेमोक्रेसी में केवल और केवल राइट टू वोट नहीं, उसके अलावा आइडियलिस्टिक फॉर्म में देखा जाए तो इक्वल इंफॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए, बेसिक एजुकेशन होनी चाहिए, इक्वल रिसोर्स होना चाहिए एंड अ लॉट ऑफ कमिटमेंट टू से। सो अगर हम इन आइडल्स को देखें, सो कोई भी कंट्री इज़ नॉट अ परफेक्ट डेमोक्रेसी, बट नाउ here just we have to understand that what is democracy and what is not democratic. These idols reminds us the value of democracy, why we value democracy. It enables us to judge an existing democracy and identify its weakness, that our country is democratic. These are the things which are followed in our country, the idols which are followed in our country, that no one is going hungry to bed, each one of us has an equal right to say, and all that we read here. So then we can say that our country is ideal democratic country. But if it not so, then we can say it is not an ideal democracy, and actually our country or any other country even is not an ideal democracy. In each and every country we can see that there are some very people there, some very poor people are there who goes hungry to bed. Some of the people don't know what is education, they don't know their democratic rights. So that is, again, they have the right to vote, but they don't have equal education, have equal resources, and they don't have the commitment to say. So our focus is here only with the core institutional features of democracy as a form of a government. Next year we will see more about democratic society and ways evaluating a democracy. So at this stage we just need to see that what is democracy and what is non-democracy, and how it applies to our life. So the most common form of the democracy that today we are familiar is with the representative democracy, in which we have a representative chosen by all the people of the country, all the citizens of the country, and that representative is the person who takes all the major decisions. ठीक है. And the other forms of the government of the democracy is the pure democracy, in which all the people, they rule themselves. That is a pure democracy. Pure democracy means ruled by the people. Okay, so Gram Sabha can work like in a pure democracy, because there are only few number of people who takes a major decision. It also means that no country is a perfect democracy. The features of democracy that we discuss in this chapter, they are only the minimum conditions which separates a democracy from a non-democracy, but it does not make a difference between an ideal democracy and a weak democracy. Every democracy has to realize the ideals of the democratic decision. Means what we read before this, the ideal democratic decision making. So this cannot be achieved once and for all. This requires constant effort to save and strengthen the democratic form of the decision making. And what do we do as citizens in this democratic nation? What we as do? So we are the people who makes different democracies. We are the people who gives chance to the different rulers to rule the country. So this depends upon the citizens more than the rulers who are ruling the country. So this is what distinguishes between a democracy and the other governments, but this is not distinguishing between a ideal democracy with a weak democracy. There are other non-democracy like monarchy, dictatorship, one-party rule, or you can say the military rule, the communist rule. So there are other political parties also, but we are not accepting those parties, because the democracy, as we read, it provides us dignity, it provides us better decision, a good decision, it provides us accountable form of the government, it provides us provides us to meet with differences, and we all have a chance to contest elections, as we read. So in fact most non-democratic governments would like citizens not to take part in politics, but democracy depends on active political participation of the citizens. That is why we study of democracy, and we must focus on the democratic politics too. So now this brings me to the end of this lesson. I have completed this lesson in 2 parts. And one more thing, guys, this is Learn Studio. If you don't know about the channel, then I'm telling you, this is Learn Studio, which is recently been sending their videos, so we are the Launch Studio and we are sending you more and more videos. Till then, take care and bye bye. I'm going to come with a new video.